So Showcase is literally in 2 weeks, and I'm so nervous for it. We're gonna be in the gym all the time. Even on off days, you gotta come in and tumble and make sure everything's ready to go. I'm actually really excited for Showcase because like it's my first time I can like compete with everyone, and it's gonna be like different because like you're not just at the gym doing your full-outs, like you're competing with a bunch of people, and I love like competing in cheer, so it's like my favorite part.
So this year we're doing a race car theme. We incorporate things that race cars or racers would do, like checkered flags or like steering the wheel, you know. And this is pretty iconic for SMOED. This year we're flashy.
I'm pretty excited. This is very different from anything we've ever done.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh, I'm scared. May the best
woman win.
We currently have 24 on the roster, so 2 people have to come off the routine. We have Carlin during choreography. We do this skill where we do a backflip and land on our stomachs, and she put her knee down instead of landing her stomach, and she hurt her kneecap.
Carly was in McKenna's stunt group, and I was kind of switching in and out with every stunt group, trying to feel out the basing part of it, and so Eddie needed a side base to step in.
5, 6, 7 technique, down, up, hold, 5, release, hold, 1, 3.
And she came in and she worked and she worked and she worked. She would make sure she rotated in. When it comes to tumbling, flying, now basing, she goes for it.
I had already kind of been starting that summer to learn that side position, so I went in for her, and ever since then I've become McKenna's side base.
Hold, 5, 6, 7. 7, 3, down.
Blake, unfortunately, was injured tumbling. He rolled both of his ankles on a whip. His legs were slightly apart and they both rolled out at the same time. Freak accident.
We get to the last full out, which was the 4th one. Of course, like the last one, like couldn't be the 2nd one. It was the last one. And I sort of like trip over my foot a little bit, and then me personally, whenever I make a mistake to make myself go faster, I make my legs go farther apart because that helps me pick up speed. And after the full whip, my feet were too far apart and they went under each other, and then I landed on my neck for the next part. And then I was just on the ground, like looking up, and I looked over at like Carissa. Like I was like, stop the music. I'm like, it's not okay, like stop the music. And then like my foot started swelling up, and it was, oh God, it was awful. Like, it was like such a good practice too. Like we were like doing so good. Like we were all so confident, like going into this full out. Like we honestly thought that we were like gonna hit this full out.
Let's go, we're wasting time. 1, 2, 3, fight for it. 7, hold, 1, and 3, let's go. 5, 6, freeze.
At first they thought it was broken, so then they said, oh, like give it 4 to 6 weeks. She'll be back in 4 to 6 weeks. And then we got the MRI done, and then they basically said 2 to 3 months. And they said that I'm gonna have to wear ankle braces for the rest of like my cheer career.
We figured out that they were broken, and we were just like, well, if we're short a boy, what are we gonna do? And then we realized, like, hey, we have a boy who's age eligible, who competed, who came back, and that's when Eddie decided to call Michael back. Michael originally was on the team, and then he took a little break, deciding that it wasn't right for him to cheer.
Michael, actually, over the summer, he ended up not being on the team anymore, and then I asked him to come back for Showcase, and through the first competition, till Blake gets better.
6, 7, down, 1, up, 3, down, 5, good, 7, hold, 1, and 3. Get it up, get it up, get it up, and 3, hip to hip, shred the stunt.
I love Michael. Like, if anybody were to take my spot, like, it's gotta be him. I was on Snipers with him last year, actually, and me and him were like going back and forth because I took his spot on SMOED for a split second last season, and then like now he's like back in my spot, so it's sort of like it's sort of like awkward tension.
He's a really good boy. He can partner stunt and back spot, but he can't really tumble. But Blake has that advantage over him. But Michael's strengths are in stunting. Blake's really good at stunting too, but Michael can partner stunt. So really they kind of like almost equal each other out in a way. So it's just what the team needs in the moment, you know?
Let's go. 5, 6, 7. Legs. 1. Lift. Hold. 5, 6, 7. Hold your cradles. Freeze. And out. Good job. Don't move. Come on, guys.
It's like, it's weird sitting on the side because like I don't really know what to do. Like I'm sitting there like, you got it, like you got it and stuff. And like I'm just sitting there like in my boots and I'm just like literally doing nothing the entire time. I just want to go back in time and be like, just don't throw it, just like balk or something, just do something else. But like I can't obviously, and it's like, it just sucks being on the side.
Once Carlin's is up to par, then I will be able to consider her. Once Blake's up to par, then we'll be able to consider him. We were 2 people over and then we have 2 people injured now, so it kind of organically happened.
And call it! Here we go! Technique when you're tired, do not get yourself hurt. Good, feet together. Finish, let's go! Hold, good, hold it. Finish off, let's go, let's go. Freeze.
Today is Cassidy, of course, but we're also gonna have Marlon today, who coaches Callie Coed and Lady Bullets and Rangers.
Marlon, he is the coach at our program at the San Marcos location. I think it's great to have different coaches come in. That way we can get a different point of view and perspective on things that they're trying to correct us on that maybe we didn't quite grasp from Eddie and Orby.
What? It's weird. The snap is just happening at our face. I don't see it. I don't feel like it's getting to the top and we're getting low. And the feet are just coming down to our face every single time.
So I've been at the California All-Stars for, this will be my 3rd year. I started out on Team Reckless in 2017, and then last year I was on SMOED, and now I'm back for round 2. 4 months ago I had spinal fusion surgery, and I didn't know if I was gonna cheer again this season, but I'm just trying to do the best that I can, trying to get all my skills back the best I can. I just want to be able to come back and be the strongest version of myself that I can be.
5, 7, hold. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 5, hold, 7.
That was our bad one.
5, 6, 7, finish. 2, 3, hold. 5, 6, 7, doesn't count. Hold.
It went this way. See, when my hands gets fine, it dips weird.
Well, Hayley, she has like rods in her back now. Just like if I fall on her, like it's nerve-wracking, like because it could really damage her spine, like if she fell on it wrong or if I fell on her wrong.
Hayley is your second base for the season, but because she just got cleared from her spinal surgery, she can't do dismounts yet because of the catching, because I don't want it to jolt her, obviously. But Sophie cannot fall on top of her.
Okay.
Like, if you guys are unsure of counts or
Don't go.
not listening, don't go. She obviously wants to work her way in and start doing basics and stuff.
I'm just gonna work extremely hard to try to get everything back because I feel like I want to be there for the team and I want to be that person and I want to be able to come back strong, but you know, it's gonna take some time. I've taken all this time to get all these skills, like I'm 18 years old and it's taken me that long to get like a double, punch run through double, through double, to double, cartwheel full, and now like after this, like I was having privates on back handsprings. For any elite level athlete, it's hard to just backtrack like that and have to kind of refigure things out. Now I'm doing like standing tucks, I'm doing round off back handspring layouts on the floor, and I'm starting to do like round off fulls and doubles off the tumble track. In the beginning, I was very frustrated. I just didn't think that I really wanted to do it anymore. I didn't think that I was gonna be able to get anything back after feeling like the pain of doing my first back handspring and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a lot of emotions. There's like a lot of things that are like going into me coming back, so I've just had to kind of find myself and try to be strong about it.
Sharp arms, let's go! Stick, stand!
Showcase is really important because it's the first time all your competitors get to see you and see what you're gonna throw and gonna do for the whole season.
We're gonna build a box. Stretch, hit, boom. Okay? Don't make it look like everybody else in your division. Make it look like you're trying to beat them. Got it? Don't be basic. Let's go.
So right now Marlon put a box on the floor with chalk basically, and the point of that was just to do our entire stunt in the box, so we couldn't move outside of it just for technique purposes.
It's like if we got out of the box, we had to do like push-ups or like a standing tuck. It's hard because you focus on the box, you don't really focus on the stunt. So it's like, don't step out of the box, you have to stay in the box.
In the box. Listen, I only want to see the double ups in the box. I don't want to see anything else. Here we go, circle around, count for them. We're doing it to counts.
Right now, I have a pretty stable stunt group. Yes, I do feel very confident, but you never know, anything could happen.
That was a step out. Strike one. Next. Step out. Strike one. Do that again.
So right now we're working on our stunt section, and we're kind of breaking it down into pieces because we all struggle with something different, and it's a little rough, but we're gonna make it, so we just have to get used to our stunt.
All the feet were in the box, but it didn't hit. Let's try it again.
It's kind of our first time doing it, basically with the double up, and our main problem is moving in the double up and kind of trying to keep that formation together. We only get 3 strikes basically, and then after that we have to condition.
Don't force it. If they stop you to there, stay to there. Down, feel your toe, hold. Does this group normally travel like that? Unfortunately, you still have 50 burpees and 50 standing tucks before you leave. That was 3 strikes, you're out.
That was kind of my first trial on being a base, and Eddie kind of made me step into that position, and we do have Showcase coming up, so that was kind of hard for me. It was more like a lot of pressure in a new way rather than flying.
Our stunt's hard. It is a hard stunt, and this little girl was my point flyer last year, and I was like, hey, you want to be on this team, you got to put up a child.
Showcase is really important just because it's your first time going out there with a brand new routine for everyone to see, and it's kind of your first trial. Basically, Eddie tests you to see how much you can handle for the rest of the season, if you're going to be able to handle the bigger comps and all the pressure that comes with being on SMOED.
Today we have our Cali Showcase. It's just a kickoff to the rest of our season.
Oh, you guys excited?
Go!
You're replacing behind you, your foot's behind you.
5, 7. I'm a little nervous because I know it in my heart that they have it in them, but for whatever reason, even though this is my strongest team, they don't have a lot of confidence.